I have an exciting video for you today. I just got these in the mail and they look super pretty, so let's talk about them. These are the sparklers from Makeup Geek. They came out just like a couple days ago, I think, and I'm really excited because they're like sparkly, like glitter, but the consistency is more like a pigment. It's kind of like a unique consistency here, and I think it would probably be an easier product to use for a lot of people than a traditional glitter, but it has a lot more sparkle than a pigment. So there's 16 sparklers. I have 15 of them because I guess there was an issue with one of the colors. I'm not really sure. Before we talk about the colors, let's talk about the packaging. So packaging makes me really sad. It's like really, I mean, I'm starting this video off on like a really somber note here, but I gotta say, this just kind of reminds me of the duochrome packaging for the pigments that Makeup Geek released earlier, where they released them and then they had issues with them, and it's like they were really too excited to get the product out and are kind of cutting corners is what it feels like. So the packaging are these tiny little things. They remind me of the glitters that Urban Decay came out with, where they're just a very small, very, very small packaging here. It holds 4 grams, and when you open it, it's literally a mess. So you open it, there's no sifter. I don't know if you just saw that, but it just glittered everywhere. There's no sifter, it's all along the rim, it's all in the cap, and I mean, if I just put this back on, you guys saw it, that was really gentle, and I've got glitter all over my hands. Right off the bat, it kind of makes me a little bit irritated because these are not cheap. I mean, this is literally all over my hands. And these go for $12 each. They're small, and every time you open and close them, you're losing product. So these really need a sifter. I just don't know why they would release them if the packaging isn't perfect. Like, why cut corners? I love Marlena and I love Makeup Geek products, but this just kind of makes me, it really kind of bums me out because it's really messy. So before I even get into the colors or anything, I would definitely suggest waiting until they add sifters. Maybe people were really excited about them, they wanted to get them out, but they need a sifter. They need a sifter. It's a mess. It makes me so sad. Yeah, this is, you see this? This is from just closing that. I didn't even do anything. So I just opened these all and put them on the table next to me, and I just want to show you a quick little video. I'm gonna film it right now on my phone just because it's easier. So this is basically all I did was I opened up the pigments and put the cap right next to it and put them down on the table. That's all I did. I did not shake them. I did not smash them against the table. That's a really big mess, and that's money that you're spending on this product, especially one that's kind of expensive for the amount you get, and it's gonna end up on the table every time you open and close these. I've been told that the sifters are coming for these and that they are going to have sifters with them, but why release them if they don't have them? Do you know what I mean? I know, like, I guess New Year's and wanting like sparkly makeup and that kind of thing, but this isn't worth it. This to me is releasing something too soon when it's not ready to go out, and in my opinion, all it's gonna do is make people upset. It's making me upset. I really was excited about these. The colors are beautiful, they look gorgeous, and they're so sparkly and like just amazing looking, but when this happens, it's really, really a bummer. So I just want to let you guys know I am swatching these over a base. I'm using the Violet Voss Secret Weapon base just because I wanted you to see what they look like. When I was swatching them with no base at all, you know, you can barely see it, but with the base, you actually can. So most of the time, 99% of the time when I show you guys swatches, I don't use a base, but these ones, in order to see what they look like, you really kind of do need a base. So I just want you to know they don't look like this on their own. You need to use a base or a glitter adhesive or something. If you don't, I mean, this is Stargazer on my lids without any base at all, just pressing it on top of eyeshadow I already had on. This is it with a base right there. So you kind of can get an idea. So now let's actually talk about each of the colors here. The first shade is Stargazer. So Stargazer is a white, kind of a warm white pigment, and it has gold shimmer in it. The next shade is Light Year. Light Year is similar to Stargazer, however, Stargazer seems like it's more of a chunky glitter, where Light Year is much more finer and almost seems like it has a little bit of a duochrome to it. The next is Halo. Halo is almost like a lavender color, like a pinky lavender. It's got a finer sparkle to it as well, and it's really, really pretty. The base color of it doesn't really show up. It's more like just a really fine glitter. Aurora is next. This is like a lilac shade. It's got like multi-dimensional glitter, but the main color here is more of a lilac-y, a light purpley shade. Next color is Milky Way, and this seems like it's the most full one here. This is like your standard beautiful hologram shade. It's got that nice silvery color with like more of a 3D sort of rainbowy glitteriness to it. Very fine glitter, but this one feels like a glitter, where some of the other ones feel more like a sparkly pigment. The next shade is Solstice. This one's calling my name. This one is more of a pigment than any of them so far. This one actually is the best one so far as far as holding on to my skin and actually looking like a pigment, just a really sparkly pigment. Next shade is this one, Constellation. This is just a gorgeous teal shade. It's like an oceany teal. It's got some brighter blue sparkle in it, but the base color, it definitely has more like pigment to it versus glitter, but it is quite sheer, the pigment part of it. Next is Supernova. This is like a lime greeny, limeish green, lemony glitter. So this one is definitely gritty. It feels like a glitter. It's not like some of these are a pigment. So this one I would definitely recommend, like Milky Way, the silvery one. I mean, it just brushes right off my hand. So you would want to use a base with that because it's not gonna stick to the lid on its own. Solar Flare is next. Has some gold and pink glitter in it. It's just very beautiful. Next we have Martian. Martian is really, really gorgeous. It's a beautiful green. It's definitely more of a glitter than a pigment. It's very gritty. Next shade is Zodiac. Zodiac is a really beautiful purple, more of a pigment. I like this one a lot too. This one's just a nice light purple, very vibrant, and has just a ton of sparkle, a ton of like glittery, like rose gold it looks like, and pinky glitter. And then we have Nebula. Nebula is another one that is definitely a glitter. Nice, beautiful violet shade. Satellite is next. It's kind of got like a dark lavender base and then this amazing bright gold glitter. It's more of a pigment, I guess, but to really get the full effect, I'd use that one with a sticky base too. Next we have Asteroid. This is another one that's more like a glitter. It's very gritty, but that one is a nice kind of a warm bronzy gold. And the last shade is Dark Matter. This is a very dark charcoaly shade, and it has a lot of glittery gold pigment in it. So overall, I like the idea here, but I just don't get these until they have the sifters in them. I can't even get over how much of a mess I'm dealing with right now. I mean, I'm trying to be as nice as I can because I really do like Makeup Geek products, but this is just, I get like wanting to release for the holidays and wanting to release for New Year's, but they need a sifter, you know? This is such a huge mess that I would rather wait until it's ready and has a sifter and the packaging is good than get it early for events or the holidays or anything like that. I think my favorites here, Solstice, that minty aqua-y shade, so pretty. I also really love Satellite. I think that this is such a unique color. It's very cool. And Solar Flare, which is the pinky, peachy one. I'm not really sure about how I feel about the more glittery ones, the gritty ones. I like the idea, and I thought that these were supposed to all be kind of where it's like a pigment and you don't really need to have like a glittery base, so it's something easier to use. But a lot of these aren't that. They are straight glitter, just a really fine glitter, which would still be really pretty. It reminds me of the Reflex pigments from MAC, where it's not really a pigment, it's glitter, but it's a very fine glitter, not like a chunky one. So these cost $12 per jar, or you can get the top 10 bundle for $95. I'm not sure what the top 10 are because there's more than 10 here, there's 15. So those are my thoughts. Bottom line, just wait until I get the sifters if you're interested in any of these, because this is this is such a mess. It's not worth it, to be honest with you. It's not worth dealing with this just for the pretty shades. All right, so that is it, and I'll see you later.